Hey y'all, it's St. Pam again. Today I'm going to talk about the dangers that player and guild housing pose to the role-playing community, or the community in general. I'm choosing this topic because CU will have player housing and I want to make sure that it doesn't kill the community. But honestly, I don't think it will. Now, don't get me wrong. I love player and guild housing. It's the primary reason that I play EQ2. It's really the only reason I even level up in that game is to be able to uh, earn more items through quests and craft more items. I also like the fort and farming areas that have been added to WoW, though they are not as customizable as the EQ2 housing. Still, the way these houses are implemented cause some problems. The housing areas in both of the games I just mentioned are instanced, as is the housing area in Guild Wars 2. Yes, this gives players an area that they can call their own, but it can also make the world feel lonely. Having instanced housing does help ensure that there is enough space for everyone to have a house, and that's great. However, players don't always know where to find other role players or uh, other players in general. In the case of WoW and Guild Wars 2, only a small number of players are allowed in the areas at all, and you pretty much have to be grouped with them. The upside of player housing is supposed to be how customizable they are. Guild Wars 2 really isn't customizable at all. I mean, there's a few trinkets you can get for harvestable things in your home, but there's really not much at all. In WoW, you do have the choice of the buildings you get, so you can customize it to what your trade skills are, in the fort anyway. And there are some additional statues and things that you can earn to decorate it through either achievements or archaeology. In EQ2, you have a lot of options to explore your creativity. You can decorate and cover the walls with rugs and different tiles. You can build entirely new floors. And in some of the quote unquote houses, you have enough room to build an entire town. One of these such is an island that I actually own, and I'm making a pirate island out of it. It's not that far along, but you'll see some of the pictures show up on the slideshow. There are games like Landmark that make you claim areas to build in. They are not instanced, so anyone can walk into your claim and see your home. I think that this is the best way to handle it, and I believe it's along the lines of what CU is planning. Ion also has houses that anyone can walk into. You're not building them, but you just claim the house and it's not instanced. People can just walk in. So it helps to keep the world from seeming empty. With CU, you will be able to build or have someone build a house. It will not be instanced, and your enemies will even be able to burn your house down or destroy it in some way, right? Even if you're inside of it, especially in the more dangerous areas that you'll be able to build. There will be options to decorate and blueprints of the house so you can rebuild after your home is destroyed. I personally think that this will only help to fuel your RP. It will also give us stories that we can tell other people. We still need to make sure that we RP regularly outside of our houses in the game. Um, what are your thoughts on this? I think it's important that even if the other players can just waltz into your house, I think it is important that you still take time to roleplay outside when you're not fighting the enemies, which that's a large part of what's going to be fueling the RP and CU, I think, is just battle stories, and I think it's going to be awesome. If there is anything that you would like to hear me talk about, just let me know. And I really appreciate you all listening. I know this was another short video, but I do appreciate it. And I hope that you all have a good night.